Hi, we are back again with one of the most interesting car races called Need for Speed from Star Game Plus channel. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, be sure to subscribe. Number 1 is Need for Speed Unbound. Once again, it captures the familiar experience of the Need for Speed games with the new atmosphere and anime-like effects of Unbound. You have to take risks to reach the top. You have to choose when and how to risk everything, drift through the streets, outrun the police and earn money with your side races to reach your desired goal. Time is money here, so you have to find the fastest way to earn enough cash to enter the weekly tournaments and reach the grand finale. Number 2. Need for Speed Heat. The game was released on November 8, 2019 and received mixed reviews, mostly praising the game. Need for Speed Heat takes place in an open-world environment called Palm City, a fictional version of the city of Miami, Florida and its surrounding areas. Unlike Need for Speed Payback, this game does not include a 24-hour day and night cycle, but players can choose between day and night. Number 3. Need for Speed Payback. The game was released with a trailer on June 2, 2017 and became available worldwide on November 10, 2017. Need for Speed Payback is set in an open-world environment. The game map is a fictional version of Las Vegas and Nevada. The game focuses on action driving, and features 3 playable characters, each with different skills, who work together. Unlike the previous game, Payback also has a 24-hour day-night cycle and an offline section. Number 4. Need for Speed No Limits is a free-to-play racing game for iOS and Android and is the only mobile installment in the Need for Speed series of games developed by Firemonkey Studios and published by Electronic Arts. It is the 21st installment in the Need for Speed series and is the second free-to-play title in the franchise, after Need for Speed World, as well as the first major title in the series to be made for mobile devices, as opposed to a game. The previous mobiles of this series, which were accompanied by an adaptation, this game was released completely separately. Number 5. Need for Speed Rivals. Need for Speed Rivals is developed by Ghost Games and Criterion Games and published by Electronic Arts. It is the 20th installment in the Need for Speed series and the first title of Ghost Games, which was established as the main developer of the series for the next non-mobile installments until 2020. It was released for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One in November 2013, and is the last Need for Speed game for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
Number 6. Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. Most Wanted is the 19th title in the Need for Speed series and was released worldwide for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PlayStation Vita, iOS and Android. The Wii U version was released in 2013 under the title Need for Speed Most Wanted U. Need for Speed Most Wanted received positive reviews, mostly for the world map focused on the style of previous Burnout and Need for Speed games and the social features, while some criticism was directed at the single-player mode. Upon release, the game won several awards including the 2012 Spike Video Game Awards for Best Driving Game, and was nominated for Best British Game and Best Online Multiplayer at the 2013 BAFTA Awards, and was repeatedly recognized as Best Driving Racing Game.
Number 7. Need for Speed The Run. On November 15, 2011, A Black Box developed versions for the PlayStation 3, Windows, Xbox 360, while Firebrand Games developed the 3DS and Wii versions. An iOS version was supposed to be developed by A Mobile, but it was eventually cancelled. Unlike previous installments in the series, the run features a wide variety of races in real-life locations, including the cities of New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, and San Francisco, and features a wide variety of real cars to drive. The game's single-player mode puts players in the role of a street racer who participates in a large-scale race from San Francisco to New York and seeks to win it against different people. While the game did extensive marketing and heavy advertising, it received mixed reviews.
Number 8. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit is the 16th Need for Speed title and was released in November 2010. Hot Pursuit gameplay is set in the fictional Seacrest County, located in the states of California, Oregon and Washington, where players can compete in several types of races. Players can compete online, except for the Wii version, which includes additional game modes such as Hot Pursuit, Interceptor, and Race. The game features a new social interaction system called Autolog, which is a network that connects friends for head-to-head matches and compares player stats to compete.
Number 9. Need for Speed Shift. Developed by Slightly Mad Studio in collaboration with A Bright Light and published by Electronic Arts for PS3, Xbox 360, PC in 2009. Aimed at the hardcore audience, Shift returns to the touring car simulation style of its predecessor, Need for Speed Pro Street. Although the gameplay of the two titles is similar, Shift recreates the handling of cars much more realistically than its predecessor and does not contain a story. Beginning in single-player mode, the player completes 2 rounds of the Brands Hatch race to determine his skill. Number 10. Need for Speed Undercover. In the fictional territory of Tri-City where illegal street racing is taking place, the main story in this game focuses on a character who works as an undercover police officer to investigate the connections between a criminal syndicate, stolen cars and street racing. Number 11. Need for Speed Pro Street. The game requires players to customize and tune cars for different racing modes. Most races are held at real-world locations such as Portland International Raceway. Pro Street was built over the course of almost 2 years. It is the first Need for Speed game developed primarily for high-end consoles such as the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, although versions for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 2, and Wii were also released. The game features a new physics engine that allows cars to operate in a more realistic way and take damage in crashes. Number 12. Need for Speed Carbon. This game is the 10th part of the Need for Speed series. Developed by EA Canada, Rovio Mobile and EA Black Box and published by Electronic Arts. The game sees drivers doing illegal street racing in the fictional city of Palmont City. The main story of the game takes place after the events of Most Wanted. While the gameplay is similar to its predecessor, Carbon includes a number of new features, including toga-style racing groups and events and more customization options. Number 13. Need for Speed Most Wanted. This open-world style game focuses on street racing. Most Wanted brought many significant improvements to other versions of the series. The main highlight is the deep police chases. Certain versions of the game were also released with the ability to play online multiplayer. Upon release, the game was critically acclaimed and became a huge success, selling over 16 million copies worldwide, making it the best seller in the series. Number 14. Need for Speed Underground 2 is a cross-platform racing video game and the 8th installment in the Need for Speed series, a direct sequel to Need for Speed Underground. Developed by Electronic Arts in 2004 for Microsoft Windows, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, PlayStation 2, it has been developed and released for Xbox, PlayStation Portable, Nintendo DS and mobile phones. Like its predecessor, the game was a commercial success, selling around 11 million copies worldwide and breaking sales records in the UK. Need for Speed Underground 2 provides several new features such as more extensive customization, new methods of car selection, a mode of sightseeing in a large city known as Bayview. And the last number? Number 15 of Need for Speed Underground, which grew up with you and me since childhood, ignoring the previous Need for Speed games that included sports cars and short races. It launched a new franchise. It was the first game in the series to feature a single-player mode with a story and a garage mode that allowed players to upgrade and customize the cars with great variety. All competitions are held in the Olympic City, although it is very similar to New York City, San Francisco and Los Angeles. The Underground was very successful commercially.